So this is the question. I'll just read it for anybody that's listening rather than watching us. The person asks, I've heard that you should pick the right partners right away, and I've also heard you can pick people right away that will help you get to those right people. Is there a right or a wrong to that suggestion? So, Bill.
Easy answer to that one. You apply the same process that you do in learning as a startup. You never know who the right people are. So you pick the best people based on what you know, and then you keep moving those people around as you learn better. And when someone doesn't appear to be the right person anymore, you move that person around or move them out or change what they do, and you're constantly iterating. And so who the people are in your company or in your startup or in your sphere of influence should be constantly changing based on the newest knowledge you have. And if you don't have new knowledge, then you need to go out and get it, because learning is the lubrication for any endeavor.
Yeah, I just asked, add to that, thank you, Bill, that if you're exploring the possibility of working with somebody in your new startup, it's often a good idea to give them quite a small task to do, just to see how they do it, as a kind of a test, not just about their skill level, but also how do you get on with that person? Do they fit in? Do they have your values? Are they on the same wavelength? That kind of thing. And you can sometimes pick up those vibes by, working on a sort of test project.
It's funny. I've done something like that before. I was real busy at a company I used to work with, and somebody wanted to work with me on this project. And I was trying to shake her. I don't have time. I don't have time to vet you or bring you in. So finally, I just gave her an assignment because I know like 90% of the people, if you give them homework, they don't want to do that. But I gave her this assignment to do sort of a post-mortem, so the Harvard sort of post-mortem project where you talk about the project a year from now and how it went so terribly and what went wrong and what all the steps were wrong. And she came back in a week with a wonderful post-mortem of the project. And I really had no choice but to bring her on because I saw how valuable she'd be. Right. It was worth my time. And I probably looked like a jerk giving her the homework, but it turned out to be a really great thing. So I definitely.
Yeah, and often in jobs, I mean, I know it's not quite the startup world, but quite often people get probationary periods, don't they? Where it's like people are brought on board for a set length of time, and then both parties work out whether it's working or not. So I guess you can do something similar in a startup.
Yeah, and Amazon's famous for running those kind of interviews. Come back with some sort of project or with some sort of new knowledge, and demonstrate that you have the skills that they need before they hire you.